I'm Kerry Grosvenor. I teach at Chadwell Primary School. I'm a Year 4 teacher, ICT coordinator and e-safety coordinator. My class of children are 8 and 9-year-olds. My school's in Edgbaston in Birmingham, so we're quite an affluent area, quite a wealthy area. We are a 2 form entry school up till Year 4, and next year will be a 2 form entry school up till Year 5. The year after that we will be a full 2 form entry school. In 2011, we decided as a school to start using social media to inform our parents about different activities, the children's achievements and things, and life at Chadwell. We started using Facebook and Twitter, and it's really taken off. Our parents, a large amount of our parents tend to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and if they don't use that, they can see our tweets on our school website. Our parental involvement has been a great success so far. This all started when we were going for the e-safety award. It's a recognised award from the South West Grid for Learning. We were the first primary school in Birmingham to achieve this award in March 2015. So in order to get this award, we had to make sure that we were teaching our parents how to keep our children safe online. So I set up lots of parent workshops. We didn't have a large amount of parents come to the workshops, but I ran several. We hit several parents and taught them how to teach their children to be safe online. My plan for next year is to do it year group at a time. But through the use of social media and our school website, we're able to teach our parents how to stay safe online. We use social media every day. Each teacher and TA has an iPad. We use the iPads to take a photograph of a child, some learning, an activity they're taking part in, a school trip, and we tweet them. Each year group uses a hashtag. So for example, I teach Year 4, Vale, so I would put hashtag Year 4 Vale. The parents can then follow us on Twitter or Facebook, or look at it on our school website, where our Twitter feed is, and follow that particular class, see their children, and it gives the parent a sense of involvement throughout their children's achievements through the day, and gives them an insight on what they've been up to. Okay, so I recently sent out a questionnaire to all of our parents and guardians at Chadwell, asking them about social media and how effective it was. Out of all of the questionnaires I sent out, I had about 90 responses, which is quite good, and a high percent of those were actually done online via a tweet I sent. Out of the responses I had, some rough statistics, 77% of the parents actually have a Facebook account and follow us on our Facebook account. 56% have a Twitter account, and all of those people, all of those parents and guardians follow us on Twitter. Several other social media accounts are used, but we don't tend to use those at Chadwell, like LinkedIn, Google Plus or Instagram. I think we have enough through Twitter and Facebook. And I also had some lovely feedback from the parents saying how much they loved seeing their children on Twitter. It gave them an insight to their day. It made them feel part of their day within the classroom, and it gave them something to talk about when they went home. So lots of lovely responses. Also, a great point that we made was actually, because we use social media, we're encouraging our children to keep safe when using social media. Obviously, when they're 13, they will get their own Facebook account. So by doing this in primary school, we're keeping our children safe when they have their own account. After our parental questionnaire went out about social media, we decided to analyse some of the statistics from Twitter and see how effective it actually was with our parents. From the 4th of June, we analysed it for 28 days. In those 28 days, we found that we sent 484 tweets. That was actually a 22% increase from the previous 28 days. Out of those tweets, we made 73,600 tweet impressions. So that means it went on other people's Twitter feeds, and that's the number of times they saw that particular tweet. And several of those tweets were retweeted, 37 to be precise. 126 of those tweets were favourited and 38 replies. So it just shows in those 28 days how effective our use of Twitter is. Just to move on from that, this is a visual representation of Chad Vale's followers. At the centre of the diagram is Chad Vale, with each node as a follower. The size of the node is proportional to the number of followers. The larger the nodes are, the bigger the followers they have, and the distance from Chad Vale suggests the strength of the relationship and the connection between them. So those closest to the centre are likely to be our parents or carers and guardians, and they're likely to be the people who regularly retweet or favourite Chad Vale's tweets.